Moments away from the opening sprint in this one. Let's talk coaches. Oh, the Trojan fans ready in full effect. They travel well. We start with Casey Moon, longtime member of the USC staff, has supported both the men's and women's programs, but now in his third season leading the USC women. And you see what he's done, 6 titles there as part of the men's program, looking to break through. They have had such close calls in the NCAA final. They battled through last year, came up short to Stanford. An opportunity for Coach Moon and company this time around. His counterpart, Coralie Simmons. In 2024, she made history, the first ever woman to coach in an NCAA women's final. She's back here again in her 10th season, was an absolute star as a player, an Olympic silver medalist, and now has her sights set on an NCAA title as a head coach for the Bears of Berkeley. Veteran officiating crew in this one, Scott Volz, Joe Pila, and we are ready to roll in San Diego. It'll be USC in the Cardinal and gold and the Cal Bears in the white. And it's USC up first, moving left to right on your screen. Cal Bears have talked all weekend long about good starts. Coralie Simmons wants to see her team get off to a good first quarter and a good third quarter. Nothing like an offensive foul to help your cause. It'll be Bears ball.
Yeah, in the first quarter, this is where you feel out the reps. How are they going to call the game? Clearly, they're going to call it tight as of now, so now you adjust.
All about adjustments here inside to Felina. And she has that one knocked away. Starters for the Trojans, Anna Reed in cage, Zinnia Plotz, Ava Stryker, Alma Jacoby, Emily Osmus, Sophia Umaid, and EJ Horrigan. If you're new to the game, 4 even quarters, 30-second shot clock, similar to hoops. Cannot touch the bottom, it's all deep. And keep an eye on exclusion fouls. 3 of those, and you are done for the night. As now a turnover, it's back to the Bears. Talia Fonseca goes in cage, Julia Bonaguidi. We mentioned Vordau, Rosalie Hassett, Despina Drakatu, Maria Bogachenko, and Harper Price. The group for Cal. And here's Bogachenko, left yesterday's game with a bloody nose, now wearing the mask. She did come back in that contest, scored a critical goal late in the 4th quarter. Opening minute gone by. Ordinary shot clock to 7. Bears a long way from home. Hassett here with 4. And she will leave that ball to the side. Kelly, there's got to be nerves here early.
There's always nerves in a championship game, so you have to really take a deep breath. There's going to be mistakes early on, but settle in and get back to your roots.
Each side looking to find their groove. It's EJ Horrigan, the freshman from Newport Beach. You'll hear that city mentioned often. Outside, it's Plotz. And the Trojans have the first word. The senior from Germany connects.
That was textbook. You can see her sliding to find her shooting angle, catch and shoot, beat the goalie, high left.
15th goal on the year for Plotz. Started out at San Jose State, making her way south with the women of Troy, and it's a 1-0 lead. Fourth meeting between these two earlier matches, 15-12 for USC, 14-10 most recently at the MPSF tourney, 17-14 on April 11th. Exclusion called, our first power play. It'll be a 6-on-5 here for Cal. They started off super strong yesterday on the advantage over Stanford. Hassett outside, Bogachenko. Bring it back, Drakatu. Patience from the Bears. Bogachenko and Reed all over that as a couple of hands slowed it down.
Although defense didn't get the shot block, you can see their hands up and they're funneling the ball straight to the goalie. It makes the goalie's job that much easier.
Anna Reed, 9 saves in yesterday's win. Ava Stryker knocked down from behind. Good pursuit there. It's a takeaway. Vordau tips that away, and here come the Bears. But then an offensive foul, so Cal gives it right back. This is that filling out process we spoke of. What will the refs call? How will they call it? One offensive leads to another. Everyone testing the fence here. How high is the threshold for these officials? And now in transition, it's Bonagrini. Cruising in, gets inside position, and draws a penalty. That'll go on Plotz.
She had the advantage, and she just got the inside water, and as soon as you get inside water, let go of the ball, that's going to be a penalty every single time.
Drakutu now the chance to draw even. First, some maneuvering on the 5-meter line. Drakutu rips the net for time. It's a 5-meter conversion for Cal.
It always feels good to get one in the back of the net early on. Tied game.
MPSF Newcomer of the Year. That's the league these two teams play in. You think Cal, ACC, USC, Big Ten, and water polo, they're both in the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation. And Drakutu was the best freshman in that league out of Athens Greece, her 47th goal on the year. Reserves in for both sides. Ava Knepper now controlling for USC. Rachel Gazaniga, under 5 to play in the first quarter. Big righty. Shot clock to 7. Makinich, put it high.
You'll see with both of these teams often clearing out the bench and getting fresh bodies in. They're so deep that they can go 6 for 6, and that keeps them fresh by the end of the game.
Line changes can overwhelm other teams. Tipped and stolen. And now Anna Riedel set the table. Another Newport kid out of Newport Harbor High School. Cross pass here. Cross cage. It's Knepper. It's a 2-1 lead for USC.
That was a beautiful cross pass, and as there's more time in the air, it takes longer for the ball to travel, allowing the goalie to slide. So the fact that she held it and went cross cage just shows her intelligence.
Perfect placement for the former youth world champion with Team USA. Her 20th on the season and a 2-1 start for the Trojans. As far as the seedings are concerned, this is an upset matchup. The 1 seed Stanford, 2 seed UCLA, both eliminated. It's 3 versus 4 here. USC against Cal. Halfway through, and that sniper shot is off the bar. Rebound in favor of Cal. New shot clock on the reset. Dangerous pass there into the corner, but Abby McGee will hunt that down. And now an exclusion. Off the ball exclusion on Gazaniga as Esther Varo's back in the triangle quick. But denied by Reed.
Good shot by the Bears.
Cal's 0 for 2 to start on the player advantage. Now Zinnia Plotz racing into the front court. Shot clock already down to 7. Timer to 5. Netherton moves in. Netherton hit from behind. The attack is there by Hassett. And a turnover. Casey Moo looking for a call. Official signaling all clean.
That's when your teammates have to be talking to you. Watch behind, all you, just that extra level of confidence it gives you when there's communication.
Now McGee up to 6 meters. Let's fly. Loose ball comes right to Johnson.
Rebound comes to Maggie Johnson.
McGee so close. She had 4 huge goals yesterday. Just a bar out there off the post. Now Maggie Johnson measuring and off target. The field block is there for the Bears.
Maggie has the confidence from yesterday. She scored 3 goals and looking to do the same here.
Inside look here. Hassett surrounded, and the Trojans are all over it. Rosalie Hassett a great position, but Morgan Netherton doing a great job covering up. And now ahead to Netherton. Here's Johnson. It's first quarter still. Teams trying to find their footing. Netherton with 5. Johnson now. And puts it wide right. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Netherton had a look. Gave it off to Johnson. Here the coach is constantly telling their teams, be a shooter. They've got to make the defense respect. As Bonaguini slides inside. Bonaguini one-on-one, ordinary.
Hassett.
Hassett to give. Reed is there once more. Turning back that McGee try with just about 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Anna Reed just 5'7", but does an exceptional job being where she needs to be. Netherton now. Fire in the skip. Fonseca has other ideas. Discards that one out of bounds, and they'll reset. Talia Fonseca grew up in Northern California, moved to Georgia for high school, and now back in the Bay Area competing with the Bears. Johnson has room. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Entry in, tipped and stolen. Bears are offering that outside shot for USC and instead prepared on the interior.
Yeah, that's when the outside shooters just need to step into that open water and rip it. And you've seen them do it. They've just missed the cage a few times.
Meanwhile, on the way down, a third exclusion on USC. Power play coming for Cal. Corley Simmons will take a timeout here. Just a 30-second timeout with 41 seconds left. And they'll set up a 6-on-5 look here. Maggie Johnson excluded.
With these 30-second timeouts, you usually have a planned play, so you can just sub and get set up for that play. And same for defensively, you can have your 5-on-6 best players out there to try to stop this player advantage.
See Simmons kind of give that pump the brakes. Everyone just calm down a little bit. Both sides a bit sped up here in the first quarter.
Very typical of a big moment, but yes, slow down, get back to how you play.
On the advantage now, Reed again rebuffs that attempt from McGee. Will stay here, still on the advantage. McInich waiting in the corner. And the Bears regroup. Dunn. Bonaguini at 5 meters. Dunn the lefty, puts it away. Power play strike. 2-2.
When you have a lefty up top, it makes it difficult, especially on this 6-on-5. You can see her angle is so much better. It's just one-on-one with that shot blocker. She went over the shot blocker's head.
The New Zealand national teamer, a sophomore, has really upped her production. 10 goals last year, now 26 this season. Lefties are a hot commodity in water polo. They've got a good one.
Shout out to New Zealand, first ever New Zealand to play in an NCAA final.
That is fantastic development for the Kiwis. Shot clock is off here. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Last looks for USC, and they'll get a little help. Their first power play. And from the outside, Stryker does exactly that. 3-2.
This is great. Sometimes the best time to attack a 6-on-5 is early because the defense hasn't been set yet, and Stryker saw that and went for it.
Now, while there's Dunn making history as the first New Zealander, Ava Stryker unofficially the 1,000th Santa Barbara native to play in a women's final. They know women's water polo in Santa Barbara. She's here, she's scored, and USC up 3-2.
Raider 5's doing something right up there.
McGee won't get it away. Reed blocked it anyway. That's the story of this first quarter. And our national championship final Good back and forth through 8 minutes. USC out in front of Cal, 3-2. The Trojans, the last word. Ava Stryker going quick on the power play. Her 46th goal on the year. It pushes the women of Troy in front by 1. So many upcoming spring championships on the way. For more information on all of them, go to ncaa.com, the home of all NCAA championships. Second quarter on the way here in La Jolla. As we look at our all-time champions, only 3 schools have ever won. Stanford ahead of the pack. They won last year. USC, we know, last in 2021. Who's not on that list? The Cal Golden Bears. The opportunity tonight to win their first ever women's water polo championship. So you got through the nerves of the first quarter. You played in one of these, won an NCAA title back in 2013. What does the second quarter feel like?
You kind of understand how the game's being called. You know what you want to do. You adjusted to what your coach has said, and now, like I said earlier, you're settling in. So I think you're going to see a lot cleaner, a lot slower, a lot more controlled water polo.
Opening moments, second quarter, USC controlling. Zinnia Plotz and now Ava Stryker. Shot clock to 10. Plotz had the first strike. Inside, look, quick turn, and Jacoby is denied by Fonseca.
I love this look-away pass by Ava Stryker. Then Jacoby just has such quick hands, but Fonseca was there.
A woman after your own heart with the look-away there.
She's taking notes.
She has the Gilchrist highlight reel pulled up. Here's Hassett. Pressure from the Trojans, who made it out covering. Bogachenko now, shot clock to 3, a spin there, just an ordinary, and just about out of time. And the Bears will go back to Price, who will fly the buzzer, and that skip goes wide. We stay 3-2. Six on 5 coming again for USC. Converted on their first, they'll get another here. So on these, the excluded player out for 20 seconds. That's the advantage for the offense. Stryker inside. What help from behind. Drakatu knocking that away at the last second.
Again, a great pass, but Despy was there to stop it.
Jacoby looking for that one-timer, and Drakatu comes over. 90 seconds in, second quarter. Hassett tries to drop it into Varro. It's everywhere. Umeda doing the job defensively.
Control by Potts for the Trojans.
Umeda and Varro a little slow to detangle, and now Stryker into the front court. Entry inside, and first an exclusion. The Olympian Emily Osmus was about to wind up for a close attack. Instead, the third power play for USC. And a second exclusion, so 6 on 4. Osmus fires, wasting no time. It's a power play goal and a 4-2 lead for USC.
It was just a matter of time until we were going to announce Emily Osmus' name. Olympian, one of the best players in the nation, goes right over her head. And many people don't know this. She hasn't been feeling that great, so maybe tonight will be her MJ flu game.
Well, so far, so good. Much like MJ back in the day. Emily Osmus converting early. 76 goals on the year for the sophomore from Riverside. Will certainly be in the mix for the Catino Award as the best player in the country. Already won MPSF Player of the Year in her league. Cal manufactured offense through the 6 on 5 to start last night against Stanford. That hasn't been clicking just yet.
I think it's a matter of time, though. They move a lot, and when you're moving often, it's hard to guard and defend, and that's where a lot of the rejections come from.
Kate Meyer on, now Bogachenko. Shot clock to 3. Meyer the skip and Anna Reed.
Good save, Anna
Ready
Reed.
and waiting. Now 4 saves for Reed. She's done well against Cal this year. 23 saves and 3 wins against the Bears. Natalia Blazovic, the freshman. Swings to Knepper, who lost the handle. It's Blazovic now with 5 on the shot clock. Puts it high. USC thought fingertips from Fonseca. Nothing doing, and we play on.
So when the goalie tips it, it's usually a new shot clock for the offense. That may have been the right call. It looked like Barr was helping out, so Cal's ball.
Meyer.
Susanna good pressuring on Bogachenko. Meyer moving in!
That's it.
Meyer! Just her 3rd goal on the season.
So much space, a deep drop. Kate Meyer realizes it's her shot. She steps in and bang.
Just never fails in a championship game. Someone unexpected steps up.
Yeah, and that stuff is special. That fires up the bench. When somebody that you don't necessarily expect or doesn't necessarily score that many goals ends up with a big one.
And if you're wondering, yes, she's from Santa Barbara, San Marcos High School. Under 4.5 to go, first half, 1-goal game. Now McIntosh. Shot clock winding down, Blazovic. It's Netherton out of time. Cross cage, took a tricky hop, and scores. Bears had all the defense they wanted and got burned.
Cal played 27 seconds of great defense, and sometimes you get that unlucky bounce. Looks like it was actually shot blocked and skipped in.
Reminds you of the old football adage on a pass to the end zone, knock it down. If you get a piece of it, trouble can arise, and that's exactly what happened there. It took a bad hop past Fonseca and a 5-3 lead for USC. Halfway through the second quarter. Hassa goes over the top to McGee. Surrounded, ordinary call. And back out to Meyer. Trojans doing a nice job protecting the 2-meter space, so outside shots are available, but that one took a bounce and sailed high. Ordinary called as McGee pursues. Double post option for USC on the interior. Rumeda and Jacobi. Timer to 7 now for Stryker. Stryker cross cage. It's a 3-goal lead for USC. The second of the night for Ava Stryker.
Oh, another tip into the goal.
So back-to-back tough luck goals here for the Bears. Right idea on defense, just getting burned. And they trail by 3, but a quick answer. Varro, the Hungarian, unloads.
What an answer. I mean, when you have a shot like that, just pick it up and rip it. The confidence she did just to grab it. She saw her way.
She's a center for Cal. We saw earlier in this tourney, she let loose from the outside, and Corley Simmons says she's kind of been hiding that a little bit. She has that shot. You just think of her as a back-to-the-goal type of player.
Every center likes to shoot from the outside.
And it's her 26th. Part of the Hungarian national team, started her season at the European Championships in Portugal. Now finishing here in San Diego. Under 3 to play. Important response for Cal. McIntosh Fonseca's there this time. Four stops now for Talia Fonseca. Shot clock reset for USC. Blazovic, Canadian junior national teamer, gives off to McInich. Now Johnson. Fonseca able to control the McInich try. Strong Cal contingent on hand here. They've had to sit on their hands for a moment as USC has built a lead. Inside Varro, more easy money. This time in close.
From the outside, from the inside. This is great. This is an inside pass, and as a defender, you don't have much to do. You either put your hands up or you get a penalty. And Esther Varro decides to finish that one.
At 6 feet tall, she got inside of the 5'6" Maggie Johnson and had space to work with. And Varro will take a breather after scoring back-to-back goals. She had 4 goals in the match at USC earlier this year. Two in a row from Cal, chipping away at that 3-goal deficit, and now an offensive foul, and will go the other way. That was in front of the cage. Out ahead to Drakatu. Something developing weak side. They didn't see it. It didn't matter. They went the short route, and Hassett draws a 6-on-5.
That's Gazaniga's second, one of their best defenders, so she has to be careful the rest of the game.
That's a long time to carry 2 fouls. They work it along 2 meters. Here's McGee, and now Drakatu. Big wind up. Drakatu ball out. A scramble and recovered. Trojans kill off the power play again.
Big wind up, and the post saves USC on that one.
Bears now 1 for 4 on the player advantage. Coming up on 1 minute to play, second quarter. Johnson, now Netherton. Pass on the water, so critical in water polo, slows down the entire attack. Last looks now for Knepper, and she bars out. It's a race for the ball. Osmus, Hassett, and it's won by Emily Osmus, and a new shot clock for USC. But then an offensive, so Osmus raced past Hassett for the ball. Cal wanted a call, didn't get it, and then Osmus aggressive. Officials saying she pulled the arm of Hassett down, making her way to the cage. Ordinary call, long outlet now. Entry back inside. Offensive on Vordau as she's in at 2 meters. 30 seconds to go as intensity picking up here towards the end of the first half. Now Johnson, the La Jolla native. Knepper and Netherton. That's an ordinary. It's Johnson with 5 on the timer. Osmus, another! She's awesome!
Osmus with the confidence. You need somebody like that on your team. Ready to step in when it matters most. Shot clock winding down, the half winding down. SC up by 2, 8 seconds left in the second.
Has quickly emerged as one of the top players in the college game internationally. Was newcomer of the year in this league last year. And a year later, player of the year. 8 seconds left now, shot clock off. Last looks for Cal. They'll go 7-on-6. So they put a field player into the goalie cap. That's Abby McGee in the goalie hat. empty cage on the other side, so they've got to be careful here. The idea typically you take it all the way to the end, you shoot at the buzzer so that you don't leave an empty net opportunity on the other side. Dunn's got it down! She does! Buzzer beater, Holly Dunn!
That is a textbook 7-on-6 right there. That's exactly what Cal wanted to do. Abby in the goalie cap drew her defender towards her, stepped in, passed it off to our lefty, nailed it.
What a finish to this first half. Couldn't draw it up any better for the Bears. Dunn has got another. And Cal's within one as we hit intermission. And that's a big confidence booster for this Cal team as they come into the half. USC leading 7-6. We'll talk with Casey Moon here momentarily. The energy of this championship final as expected. Two teams that maybe weren't expected to get here given the seedings, and here they are. We have Casey Moon joining us. Coach, first things first, nerves high in that first quarter. How do you feel like your team settled down?
Yeah, I think we got to just kind of take possession at a time, really take a deep breath. Our counterattack is building, but we got to be a little more connected in our half-court defense, and we just got to communicate.
Yeah, definitely. You see the way the game's being called. What do you tell your players during this halftime break?
Yeah, no, I think that's great. I think we want to be the aggressors moving forward. I think that's our identity. That's who we want to be. But now we really got to be composed, take a deep breath, and really be poised. And really be poised in our offensive attack. Give our center some space so we don't get any more offensive fouls.
One of your leaders, Emily Osmus, already 2 goals. What does she bring to your team?
She's a pro. She does it all for us, and she is our heartbeat. She's our heartbeat, and if she goes, we go. She leads by example, vocally, obviously playing. So it's great to have somebody like that on our team.
Casey Moon, thanks for the time. Good luck in the second
Appreciate
half.
it. Thank you.
Coach Casey Moon and the USC Trojans out in front 7-6. Emily Osmus, 2 important goals to help the women of Troy build that lead. We're at the break here in La Jolla. We'll take a timeout. More to come from the NCAA Women's Water Polo National Championship. It's a 7-6 lead in favor of Southern California. Last year in Indianapolis, Stanford, yet another national champion, but they won't repeat this year. California moving on to the final, and they take on USC. We're into our second half now. Kaylee Gilchrist, Greg Meskel here with you from the Canyon View Aquatic Center. Beautiful evening in San Diego. Great venue for the sport, and we are off and swimming here in the third quarter. USC controls. Teams have switched ends. Trojans now moving right to left on your screen. Dunn, that buzzer beater goal to end the first half, getting Cal back within 1. Trojans now on the attack. Plotz with 8 on the timer. Plotz, another! Just like the start of the game, she does it again.
That was a great offensive sequence. Used nearly the whole clock, passed it around. Plotz slid to her left, found an open angle, and shot it.
8-6. SC back in front by 2. Plotz also playing in that European Championship earlier this year, helping Germany to an 11th place finish. And a tip and a steal. So Plotz on offense, Plotz on defense. And now Alma Jacobi, sophomore from Tel Aviv, moves it into the front court. Striker posting. Johnson now with 4 on the shot clock. Osmus from distance. And it's high. Ordinary. And now Bogachenko. And an exclusion. Inside, left the one time! Faro, a hat trick!
She really does it all. From the outside, from the inside, from the post. Just a little redirect on the 6-on-5.
The full Esther Varro experience here, and that's precision timing. The sophomore has done the job on the international scene with that Hungarian national squad, U20, U16, U15, hauling in world championships. She's played with the USC club in Hungary as well. A lot of experience before she ever took part in a college game. EJ Horgan.
You can see Gazana go back in the game. She has to be careful. 2 ejections already in water polo. If you get your 3rd, you're done for the game.
Field block is there. Harper Price throwing her whole body in front of that ball. And now out to Drakatu. Despina Drakatu left in space. A variety of fakes and then goes off the post. And it's Reed. Five and a half to go in the 3rd. Gazaniga holding aside there. Knepper, Varro coming over from behind. See a triangle there trying to protect against the ball coming into Gazaniga. Knepper barred down off Fonseca's head and then gathered by Hassett. However, you got to keep it out if you're a goalie. Hassett takes a look. Varro and Makinich in a battle. Drakatu stepping up. Bogachenko with 4 on the shot clock. Drops that inside. Difficult path to try to spot Harper in that proximity, and a takeaway. And then, as is so often the case, a mistake on offense can't separate in transition, excluded. And now USC, 6-on-5. Casey Moon takes a 30-second timeout. That just never fails in water polo. You're just unable to disconnect on the way down, and there's certainly some grabbing and pulling we don't see.
Yeah, I don't know if it's hard to not disconnect. I don't think they want to. I think there's some action going on there.
Out of the timeout now, 6-on-5. Trojans are 2 for 3. Osmer's way high to gather. We'll get a second. So there's another exclusion. This is against Cal. That's Claire Rowell going off. So now a 6-on-4. We saw one of these earlier. Gazaniga will swim out, try and get a little more movement here. One coming back now. Makinich steps up and scores. The junior from Miramani High School in the East Bay of Northern California. Officials getting an earful here from the Cal coaching staff. Ball's coming out now. There's a look at Coralie Simmons. Awaiting word on what is being discussed right here. And so they put that ball back in play. Entry inside for Cal. Ordinary there as Drakatu Bonaguidi, another La Jolla native in this game, moving in.
Hassett. Bonaguidi.
Right-hander, Drakatu. Drakatu denied.
Field block,
Arms
USC.
everywhere for USC, and Stryker controls.
McInnes with the block.
And Blazovic out of the corner. USC up 2 is able to build a cushion in that first half. Cal cut into it, got it down to 1. They've been chasing since. Stryker with 5. Changes that angle and has it tipped out by Talia Fonseca.
Ava Stryker
Next
forces
best thing to a
Fonseca
goal.
to tip it out.
New life on offense.
Trojan corner.
Stryker just stepping up. Great block and another ejection.
So USC
11 White
on the
excluded.
advantage once more. We've seen a couple of 6-on-4s for the Trojans. They've done well on the player advantage. Osmus out to McInnes, drops inside. Blazovic, loose ball, no call.
Pass
Taken
into the
away by
three-post,
Fonseca,
broken up by
sides are even.
Fonseca.
The right look.
There's
Three-post
been a
was
stop.
open. Maybe not the best pass, a little bit of bobble. Cal gets the ball.
Bryce moving ahead to Hassett. Hassett drops it inside. Trouble here, Reed!
Great
Makes the
save
save.
by Anna Reed.
What a stop!
What a save, point blank. A little miscommunication on defense, leaves somebody wide open 2 meters, and Anna Reed
Vordell
steps
had
up
an
big.
opening.
Just that close, Vordell
Reed closed
had
on
a
right
doorstep
on the
and
front
couldn't put it home. Put it home. Shot clock to 5 now. McInnes, bar out.
Shot off the crossbar.
And Vordell there first for the rebound. How about Anna Reed? 5 saves, feels like a lot more than that. Under 2 to play in the third quarter. The exclusion, that's against Osmus.
Called for the suit grab.
Inside look, penalty. Julianne Snyder put it up center cage to Hassett. And Cal earns the 5-meter try. It's Abby McGee from the 5-meter line with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. To bring Cal within 1. Save Reed! What a night for Anna Reed!
Now that was a good save. A 5-meter block 2 brings the energy. You can see the entire bench was going wild and the fans.
What an effort from the redshirt sophomore. Had an excellent tourney last year in Indianapolis, getting the start. Save Fonseca. Keeps that out on the McInnes try. As we near 1 minute. Inside look here, nice turn. And an exclusion, Snyder trying to go quick. And the Trojans do the job to slow down that quick opportunity. Back to Snyder. Snyder rips it. Oh, she's fired up.
I would be too. She just did that all by herself. The post-up game, and then she decided why not finish it.
Back within 1. Fresno in the building. 14th goal on the year for the junior. And that's the third 6-on-5 connect for the Golden Bears. Olga to start it again, continues to play so well. We've got a one-goal game here late in the quarter. Ball under, Draka to the quick hands. Bears are going to have numbers. Pass out in front. Weak side is all alone. If they spot Dunn, Varro is tangled up. Dunn is left all alone. Never saw her. Now spots Dunn. Reed out. Dunn, bar out. A race for the ball. You couldn't gift wrap a better chance for the Cal Bears.
That one hurts. Cal had their opportunity. It was a 2-on-1 turned into 3-on-2, and now it looks like USC's on the advantage.
Zaniga goes wide. They'll say a tip from Fonseca. Bears got to get back on defense, 10 seconds left. Varro was looking up at the referee. Dunn leaking out wide open behind her.
Zaniga had hands up. She could have stole that ball as well.
Shot clock off, 10 seconds left. Frantic finish to the third.
Expect nothing less.
Striker now with 6. McInich, 4 seconds left. McInich swims in, catch and release. Fonseca bats it up. It bounces off the bar, and that's how this third quarter comes to a close.
Fonseca heard us talk too much about Reed. She wanted to get in the mix. That was a huge block.
The goalies showing out tonight. Fonseca, her 9th save. None more critical. We're heading to the 4th, a one-goal game, national title on the line. One more huddle, 4th quarter on the way. USC leading California 9-8, as good as you might hope for. National championship at stake. Kaylee, 8 minutes left at least. What do you want to see from each team?
I mean, we've seen a grindy game so far, so I think we're going to continue to see that, you know, national championship games aren't the prettiest, although that's what we dream of, but it is 9-8 USC. This is what you dream of. You go to bed at night being like, okay, 4th quarter, 8 minutes left. We're up by 1, we're down by 1, and now it's time to finish the job.
There is something to that. The finals are sometimes just a grinded out, a bit of an ugly affair to make it happen. And a battle resuming here with the opening sprint. And it's Bonaguidi from right nearby out of the Bishop School controlling that sprint. And Cal will open up on offense. And immediately an exclusion. Netherton going off. And now Draka. Bogachenko, Bonaguidi. That pass nearly intercepted. Draka. They'll say tipped out. But Reed got a piece. Still on the advantage for the moment, but expiring shortly. Sides coming even now, advantage over. Bears still attacking. Bogachenko on her legs, and Reed again. Anna Reed playing out of her mind here tonight at 5'7", admittedly undersized as a goalie, and somehow is everywhere. Meanwhile, Draka helping to force that turnover, and just that fast, it's back with the Bears. Price. Offensive on this side. It'll come back to USC. And then it'll come back to Cal. Each side, much like the start, finding out as we get late in this game, how far can they push it? That pass over the top to Bogachenko. Lost her cap, kept her mask. Price moving in. Outside, Hassett. Dangerous pass to Price. Shot clock to 10, and now an offensive and a suit grab. Varro and McInich down low.
Timeout, Trojans.
And that's an exclusion on Varro. And a timeout called by USC. And that's the danger here. The longer the possession goes and the more the battle continues at 2 meters, inevitably, someone may go too far.
Exactly. It's going to be called one way or another. And SC in favor with that one. But the fourth quarters always start like this. You know, you get tired the second and third, but there's always a little bit extra energy going into that fourth quarter. And we saw it. Offensives, ejections, all within a minute and a half.
Okay, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll return.
Trojans 6 on 5.
For USC, Netherton spinning inside, draws another exclusion, and Gazzaniga cashes in.
Gazzaniga was open that entire 6 on 5. I was waiting for the pass to the 2 posts, but unorthodoxly gets the shot and the goal. All started by Morgan Netherton not giving up on that 6 on 5.
Gazzaniga just camped out there at about 2.5 meters, waiting, and converts. The junior from North Tustin out of SoCal Water Polo Club. He's been part of the Team USA senior squad. That group headed to Europe tomorrow for World Cup competition starting Friday in the Netherlands. So a quick turnaround for all the Team USA athletes competing this weekend at the NCAA championships. Cat earning another power play. Bogachenko fading there, decided against the shot. Hassett and now Dracatu. Hassett moving in. Gets it back, Reed again. We'll stay here. Anna Reed dialed in this championship final. Sides even once again. In close, off the bar, loose ball, in pursuit, and a penalty is there. Vordau never gave up on the play. Reed will be excluded, and a 5 meters coming. So the penalty on Reed, she'll take the foul, and now Dracatu will take the 5 meter. Dracatu rocks the cage and gets Cal within 1. Reed guessed right.
Never give up. Defense has to box out on those 6 on 5s. That was a great second effort.
And it's back to a 1-goal game. This has been the seesaw battle throughout. Pressure from the Bears, a drive through there from Gazzaniga. Striker. Swings outside Osmus. Timer to 9. Striker measuring. Netherton gathers with 3. Netherton finds Fonseca to save. Done the recovery.
Rebound, Golden Bears.
And now Fonseca will trigger the offense as we fall under 5 minutes to go in the 4th. Vordau posting. Everything difficult here on the movement front for Cal. Bonaguidi. Shot clock to 1. Ordinary, Hassett. She's out of position, they're out of time. She has to dump that ball, couldn't shoot inside 6 meters on the foul. Takes the conservative approach, and now ahead to Osmus. What a pass. Emily Osmus working inside Ordinary.
Defended by 10.
Makinich, and now Striker. Zanaga, the 2-meter focus right now. Jacoby outside. Makinich, field block is there. Big hand from Bogachenko.
She did it all. She was defending 2 meters, and then last second gets her hand up the shot block.
In transition, the Trojans are kicked out, and Cal will call for time. With 3:53 to play. Here in the 4th, Cal will talk things over ahead of a critical power play. Next Sunday's NWSL Spotlight match will feature the Portland Thorns in Chicago to take on the Stars on ESPN2. Also the ESPN app and ESPN Unlimited in Spanish. Coverage begins at 1 Eastern, noon Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific. Sun setting here, getting a little chillier, keeps the robes on. This time out ahead of a Cal 6-on-5. Kaylee, they have had some amazing opportunities to score, but Anna Reed has been stellar.
She has been on fire. But Cal's just got to keep going. You know, you have to shoot when you're open, and one of these goals are going to get in the back of the net.
Reed, thus far tonight, lights out. 8 saves and some massive blocks, including on a 5-meter. She was an NCAA All-Tourney second-team pick last year. Trojans had been splitting the goalkeeper responsibilities last season. It was Reed's job from the jump this year. And the redshirt sophomore of Newport Harbor High School has been unreal in turning back the attack here from Cal in some pretty difficult situations. As Casey Moon looks on, he's talked about bringing an aspect of joy to this USC team. Knows it's serious business, trying to make sure that his team enjoys each other, has fun in this as they pursue a national title.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I want to be in the game right now playing, because this is the most fun.
Out of the timeout now. Cal attacking on the advantage. Done along 2 meters. Outside McGee, Bogachenko, Reed again! Lunging back with the right, parries that away. Sides coming level. Power play over for the Bears. McGee, Bogachenko knocked down immediately as Johnson returned. Hassett inside, viral backhand, it's wide.
That was the right shot, missed by inches. There may have been a tip to redirect that ball.
3:10 remaining. Johnson, now Osmus. Osmus, outside Johnson from 6 meters, and Fonseca pulls that down. Under 3 to go in the 4th.
SC looked a little stagnant. They need to keep playing. Cal's on the attack, and they're only up by 1.
Bears continue to earn 6-on-5 opportunities, get chances in close, just cannot find the equalizer. Inside look here. That was a bit of a blind pass to Vaughn. Tipped and stolen by the Trojans.
If that ball was on the hand, that's going to be another penalty. So Cal is getting the opportunities.
Osmus on the attack, Bonaguidi. Heavy on the ordinary. Inside look here, a lot of white water, there'll be an exclusion. They pour it into Jacoby, Bogachenko sent off. And now Johnson. Netherton with 2:05 to go in the fourth. Kazanica slips inside. Striker. Plenty of time for the Trojans. Sides coming even now. Johnson ball out. Loose ball, McGee.
Rebound.
Racing for it.
Now back to USC and
It's Cal Ball. Close calls everywhere. USC almost gathered back possession. And now the Cal Bears will take another timeout. You won't be surprised that these two teams have banked a lot of their timeouts to the end. They had a sense it might come down to the final moments. So Corley Simmons and her staff, Heather Petrie, the four-time Olympian, Lance Morrison, will talk this one over. Meanwhile, Esther Varro kept Cal in this one early.
Yeah, I loved it. She's playing an all-around game and bringing the energy when the team needs it most.
3 goals already tonight. They've continued to look for her. And with 1:38 remaining, could be a target here as they come out of the timeout. What do you want to see from Cal?
I want to see a goal. I want it to get close.
So do they.
Yeah. I think they're going to use the shot clock. I mean, they still have some time. There's 20 seconds left on the shot clock, and they're just going to set up a play that they've probably practiced often. They have practiced these plays for these moments. I would assume they're going to try to look for Esther Varro, Holly Dunn, the 2 players that have stepped up big for them today.
Julia Bonaguidi, one of their top scorers, quiet from a goal scoring perspective tonight. Nothing just yet, has facilitated some opportunities. So you see what's at stake here for Corley Simmons, was part of the first ever NCAA championship team in 2001, looking to become the first woman coach to win a women's water polo championship. Down 1 with about 90 seconds left. Varro inside. McGee. Shot clock to 6. Bears running out of time. Dunn. And there'll be an exclusion at the last second. Bonaguidi! Reed! What hasn't she stopped? Anna Reed, unreal.
Cal wrote up a perfect play, drew the ejection on the inside water drive, and Bonaguidi stepped in, had tons of space. That's her shot. She went for it, but again, Reed making the block.
Not sure what else you can ask for from your goalie here. Anna Reed had some help there, defenders in front, but she has been all over the cage and just instinctively getting to the right places. You think about the goalies at the elite level, the Olympic Games, often at the NCAA championship level, typically at least 6 feet tall, 5'11". Reed, listed at 5'7", covers that cage so well.
She definitely does, and she plays with heart. For what she lacks in height, she plays in heart. Clearly you can see that tonight.
She had 11 saves in last year's final. They came up short against Stanford. As part of a CIF championship run with Newport Harbor, the Sailors, and now looking for an NCAA title. So we see who's won as of late. USC last winning in 2021.
So USC has to be smart here. They obviously want to attack. They want to use the clock, but they cannot give an offensive foul, which has been their trouble this entire game. So you have to play smart, but you still are trying to get a goal or a tip out to waste that clock.
That's what Casey Moon said to us after the first half. Try and stop our offensives. Can they hold that check here with 1:09 to play? Cal in must-stop territory.
Johnson.
Osmus, now striker. Johnson a bobble. Back to striker with 10, and that's field knocked away. Bears with hands high. And here comes Cal, and Coralie Simmons hits the air horn with 55 seconds left, knowing this is Cal's potentially last best possession.
Striker went for it. That was a great tip out of 2-meter D, and that's where you want to see on offense your 2-meter occupy that block. That's a second block from the 2-meter D, but here we are. What's Cal gonna run? The same play? It worked for them last time.
That was Abby McGee with the field block. She piled up the goals last night with 4 against Stanford, coming through with the defense here. 55 seconds left. Bears in a must-score situation. They went from must-stop to must-score. McGee looking on. Bears fans so hungry for this. Their men's team has become, once again, one of the dominant programs. They have been a juggernaut in water polo since the 70s. Women's team searching for their first title. There's Emily Osmus, a star on this USC team and for Team USA. Will be a focal point for Team USA at LA 28 in just a couple of years, but first things first, potentially her first NCAA championship. Stoic faces all around. Here we go. 55 seconds left. What does Cal have? Posting inside. A lot of activity. They go to McGee. Shot clock to 18. Out to Bogachenko. Bears running short on time. 9 on the timer. They go inside here. Ordinary there, make it an exclusion. Power play coming for Cal. 2-second difference, shot and game clock. Bears down 1. They've struggled as of late on the advantage.
No timeouts for Coralie.
Here's Bonaguidi. McGee. It's done. Bogachenko, who wants it? McGee sails it wide. And USC will have it back with 12 seconds left. They're 12 away from a win. Empty net on the other side. Cal comes up to pressure, and USC will take a timeout with 10 seconds left. McGee had the look, put it wide. Second look here.
That corner was open. She had the look.
It's the right idea. Heartbreak for the senior from Las Vegas. Someone needed to be the shooter for Cal. They were running short on the shot clock.
They did look a little scared. You know, they were passing the ball around a lot, and you have to have somebody step up. So McGee did it, as she did yesterday. Just this time it didn't go in, but the game is
10-9, USC in front. Big Ten already cleaning up. When you talk about national championships, UCLA on the men's side, we know all about Indiana football. Can they add another here with women's water polo and the women of Troy? 10 seconds left. Cal will press everywhere, so that'll leave the cage empty. So all USC has to do is play keep away, and they have won this game. They've also got an empty net on the other side. We're down to 7 seconds. Now 4 seconds. Now 2 seconds. Count it down. The title is back with the women of Troy. USC, your national champions in 2026. Their
Congratulations to
first
Cal
title
on a great
since
season.
2021.
Fans, please remain in your seats.
Casey Moon and company back on top. A nice moment there between the two coaches, mutual respect. You saw in the water too. National team teammates for Israel. Jacobi and Bogachenko with an embrace as this one came to a close. He talked about the joy that this program wanted to establish. They found their happiness here in San Diego.
Casey Moon got the job done. First championship as a head coach.
USC will finish this year 25-3. And for the Bears, the wait continues. They end at 16-8. You see the progress for Cal, 2 national finals in the last 3 years. That won't take away the sting. After a moment like this, as the celebration continues, McGee, that final shot going wide. So the celebration will continue here for USC. We'll hear from the Trojans soon. One of the great aspects of water polo, when you win it all, it's everyone into the pool. We'll take a timeout. We'll return with more from the Trojans, USC national champions. And we're back here in San Diego. 10-9 USC wins it over Cal, national champions. We're joined by the head coach, Casey Moon. Coach, congratulations. Your team in a battle here with Cal. For you, what made the difference?
Yeah, well, first off, congrats to Cal and Core, that staff. They're incredible. They stink and fight. Can ask for a better, exciting final. You know, this has been quite a journey for our team. You know, we're stinking resilient. We're a youthful bunch, and we hate to lose. And every opportunity that we have, we grow throughout the games. I'm so fortunate. You should be talking to the players, not me. But I'm so happy for them. And, you know, our goal is to climb this mountain. And we were close. We climbed to the top, so I'm so happy for them.
Casey, you said you wanted to have fun. This entire year, your girls clearly did, and you were able to win. How special is that?
Yeah, you know, it's just this new age of athlete, right? Our girls are so youthful. They love having fun. Nothing really bothers them. You know, you come to a national championship game, they bring their stereo, they're out dancing, you know, and it's just, that's who they are, and that's how we play. And we have so much heart, we have so much character, and I'm so proud of them.
I'm so glad you mentioned heart. Let's talk about Anna Reed. At this level, a 5'7" goalie is not that common in a championship final. She covers the cage. She was everywhere you needed her. What did you see?
Yeah, you know, she's incredible. You know, she's incredible. She plays like she's 7 feet, and you talk about the heart. That gives her 2 feet for sure. And she'll be the first to say, I think our team really helps her shrink the goal. But she made probably 4 or 5 blocks today that really saved us, 2 point blank. And I'm so fortunate that she wears cardinal and gold.
You knew that Cal wouldn't fade. They charged back. Every time you built a cushion, 2-3 goals, they battled it back. Where did your team find the resiliency to keep the Bears from getting all the way back? Yeah, you know, it's luckily, you know, we've been in some of these battles throughout the year. You know, we've had some close ones. We've gone through some adversity as a team, and we're tested. We're battle tested, and you know, for us is we really don't look at the score. We look at our person left and right. We make sure they have a smile, and we go. You know, so I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so happy for them. Casey Moon, congratulations. Enjoy the celebration. Now we'll talk to some of your players. Thanks for joining us here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, Casey Moon, national championship winning head coach here with USC. As the celebration continues, we're working on tracking down some other members of this USC team. Anna Reed, as we told you, just an absolutely epic final. And I love that line, Kaylee. Her heart adds 2 feet.
It definitely does, and she's always been a gamer. You know, she's aware of her height. She knows what most goalies are, and it doesn't matter. She plays with heart and obviously a lot of skill. MVP in my book.
We'll take one more timeout. We'll come back and talk with these women of Troy as their celebration continues. Emily Osmus, 2 big goals tonight. There's one as USC wins the national title, 10-9 over Cal. And now she's joining us here poolside. Emily, congratulations. I know you started off this NCAA tourney not feeling too hot. Yes. What's it like to end with a championship?
It's so amazing. I mean, I give all glory to God, first of all. I think coming from a sickness, coming to this tournament and feeling bad and wanting to be there for your team, and it's all of our teammates didn't feel very good, and just able to bounce back in the tournament and in this game, and you just see the relentlessness that our team has, and I'm so proud of them.
Em, you were a sophomore captain. That is pretty rare. Tell us how you led this team and led them in this game to win this championship.
Yeah, I think doing whatever I need to do to get our team on top and get us together. I think there were moments in the game where we looked a little frantic and kind of wasn't our USC water polo. So just bringing them back, telling them to smile, telling them to play for each other and just play water polo. Do whatever is best in the moment. And I think like our team, we already set ourselves up for success.
You had the heartbreak last year in Indianapolis.
Yes.
How did you take that feeling and turn it into something positive this time around?
Yeah, I think you can take anything from fuel to fire. And I think coming from our men's side, seeing my brother's team in the finals and losing, and last year in NCs, and just little moments that we really use as fire to motivate us. But we just are really hungry. We call ourselves dogs. And yeah, we ate tonight.
Dogs gotta eat. How is it to see Casey Moon get his first national championship as a head coach?
It's so cool. I mean, we fight for everyone. We fight for our head coach. We fight for each other. But I think it's such a cool moment for Casey and his career, and it's just the start. And I think USC, we have always been there, and to be able to finish tonight was just so special.
And we're going to talk to her in a moment, but how about the play of your goalie, Anna Reed?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, my gosh. I looked back at her, and I was like, heck yeah.
She was a stud tonight.
There's
phenomenal.
Casey Moon celebrating in the water. Emily Osmus, congrats on the championship. You got about, 12 hours before you fly out to Europe. So
yep,
best
gotta
of luck
pack
with Team USA. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, Emily Osmus joining us. And then we will look to get Anna Reed over here shortly after an excellent effort in goal as USC gets the win. So the celebration continues here for USC as they await their national championship trophy. And here comes Anna Reed, the goalkeeper. We have to talk to Anna Reed. After a game like this, we got to hear about how she did it. Anna Reed, thanks for being here. Sorry to take you away from the celebration. What an effort from you in goal. We're talking about it. Look, you know it, 5'7",
yeah.
You're not the biggest goalie to ever play.
Yeah.
Tell me about, Casey Moon said your heart gives you 2 feet, so you're about 7'7".
Yeah.
Tell me about your approach and what worked well tonight for you.
Yeah, no, I think like the big moments, I live for it. I feed off of the adrenaline from my teammates, from my family. Like, oh my God, our Trojan family, way to show up. And like, that's what being a Trojan is all about. And I'm sure Kaylee knows all about that. But like, I live for it. Those are my favorite games to play in. Yesterday was so much fun. And my approach to today, I guess it was kind of just that fight on mentality, you know? And like continuing to push even when like you feel like you have nothing left, and like just making the most of it and enjoying every single moment and staying positive. We had so much fun today. Like if you look at every girl in the pool, we get scored on, we smile. We score, we smile. That's our approach, and it worked.
Yeah, Emily and Casey both mentioned that this team likes to have fun, and you clearly did in the pool tonight. But talk us through a couple of those point-blank blocks.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it comes down to scouting. You know, like, I knew a couple of those shots were coming, and some of them I knew were coming, and I still didn't get them. But, you know, it's just like it's scouting, you know? I was ready. We were ready.
As we see some of your blocks here, we talked to Casey, talked to Emily. You know that Cal's going to surge back.
Yeah.
How did your group stay together to make sure this didn't happen like last year's result?
Yeah, no, I think that was winning every single quarter was what we wanted to focus on today. We usually put a big emphasis on the third quarter, winning the third quarter. But today we wanted to win every single quarter. And it's just, I know that maybe that didn't happen, but it's like that mentality is just like we fight and we fight and we fight until the very last second. And that's what you saw in the pool today.
Anna-Reed, congrats. Enjoy the celebration with the rest of your team. Thanks for being here. National champions in 2026. And the celebration just getting started for USC. What an effort here for the women of Troy and Anna-Reed, and a long time coming for so many Trojan faithful as they secure the victory here by 1. Something Casey Moon will relish, his first ever championship. As we look at this and wrap up our show here, Kaylee, your final thoughts here on this result for USC.
Just another special night tonight. USC Trojans get the job done. They get the W. Casey Moon gets his first, and we watched some amazing water polo this weekend. And of course, it was a one-goal game in the NCAA National Championship.
Esther Varro, 3 goals for Cal, 11 saves for Talia Fonseca, but it's all USC. Anna-Reed, 10 stops. Emily Osmus, Ava Stryker, 2 critical goals. Zinnia Platz as well with 2. That's all for us here tonight. For my partner, Kaylee Gilchrist, for our producer, David Feldman, our director, David Hasselfeld, our entire crew here in San Diego, Greg Meskel saying, thanks so much for joining us. It's National Championship number 7 in the NCAA ranks for USC, and they do it in this 25th anniversary season. Congratulations to the women of Troy.